Okay. Last time we discussed this guy, I stated that I didn't like how their scaling was or what they did. But that's mainly because I want every element to, or at least I try to build every element as a DPS if possible. Dendro being iffy because it's really dependent on other characters, so that's kind of up in the air. But I wanted Electro MC to be DPS, but that's not what they're there for. That's clearly not their purpose, and I've come to terms with that. So I figured I'd give them a fair chance, since I do have to, for my solo traveler playthrough, I do have to use this character solo with Electro, and Electro is an element that I'm not fond of when it comes to the traveler. So I figured, I give them another chance. I give them a chance to, maybe surprise me. Now, last time, I was mainly focused on trying to make them a DPS. Let's not do it this time. Let's try something completely different. What if, I don't know, I try something a little unorthodox, something a little out of the ordinary. If I could find her, that'd be great. Oh, here she is.
I knew you'd miss me.
I don't know what this team is yet, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. Free energy for us, that should be given at this point, but hey. I'm gonna assume these guys are gonna show up. They did not show up. I was expecting them to show up, but they didn't. So now I have to go all the way around, but that's okay. As long as I can, because making it a DPS isn't gonna work. Their scaling is, they have lower scaling than Hydro MC, which people thought was pretty bad. But yeah, the scaling is lower than Hydro MC at their max, especially in both fronts. Well, no, the ult is a little higher, but the skill, which is Hydro MC's biggest damage, is like a lot higher. But that's for a different day. There's a different video for a different day. Oh, now they show up. Now they want to show up. Okay, we'll go back. I just want to see something. We didn't crit, but it's not bad, I guess. Okay, wait, hold up. Yeah. Is aggravate the way to go? Or like a Dendro based damage dealer? I mean, I could bring my Shinobu up. Maybe try something like that. Because now this got me thinking. I mean, he did pretty decent damage against them, like 17k, which is actually pretty high for Electro MC. Yeah, unlike Starro, they don't have a team prompt where you can just add characters that were fit. So we'll see what this team can do. I'm not expecting much. My expectations are kind of low right now, but if I somehow, because I want to set damage goal for this video, I think the highest was like almost 30k, which is still insane to me. Again, this is mostly on me for trying to make every element DPS when this element especially is not meant to be one. Like I think power might be a first genuine DPS focus element for Traveler. So it's kind of falls on me for actually trying to make them one, but at the same time, the game's kind of screwed them over more than once when it comes to their elements. So okay, so 9k is our crit. I'm already not feeling good about this. I won't be deterred. Okay. Yeah, 9k is a crit. What? Okay, sure. I mean, he's not stunned. Granted, he has a little resistance, so he isn't stunned. Granted, so I'm not gonna let that deter me or anything. Let's just do this. Who has the health bar? Which one of you has? It's you. It's always you. It's always you. I mean, some overload. That didn't no damage, but whatever. Can you guys stop? I despise this part of the this part of the fight because there's so much going on. Overload, I don't know. Overload kind of doing decent damage now. I'm looking at it. I might have to run Overload. If I can apply constant pyro,
Off we go.
I think I might be interested in running Overload.
I see everything.
We shall see. Okay, let's just apply Dendro.
Give it to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Pop that. Pop that.
Time to shine.
Following thunder! Lightning flash!
20k. And it's like, did we create on the, it's okay, 6 point. I'm almost certain that Farina was carrying most of the damage, so I mean, it wasn't bad. I just feel like Farina was doing most of the work, which is, you know, not the point of this video, so. But it is a team I did consider last time I was using this element. Now, Chevry works with Overload, except because Zhongli has her HP piece. I would definitely give Zhongli his own pieces and all that jazz, but for now...
All right, team, let's move it out.
The issue is we need constant pyro to be applied, which is where Xiangling would come in.
I can't wait any longer.
Or I could put Eonson, because Eonson does like provide an attack buff, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, we'll see. We'll test each and then we'll go from there. Because I think my issue is I was trying to run him the same way I play my Raiden, which was kind of stupid in my opinion. I admit that I did kind of mess myself up in that regard. Oh, so now they're not here anymore? They were here a second ago. What, you guys ran off or something? Watch, watch, watch. I'm gonna head over here and they're gonna show up. Watch. I just realized the problem. We don't have enough Electro applications to make this work, do we? Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Let me try something kind of crazy. Assuming I have enough pieces, I can make this work. Okay, I only have two usable pieces. Because I was going to use her as like the Electro driver. Because Aether doesn't apply enough Electro to like provide consistent overload damage. So, actually, should I just? I don't know. I confuse myself. Hold on. Aether's Electro, obviously. Bennett's there for the attack. Chevrolet is there for the extra overload damage and overload support. That's kind of how I play her anyway. Xiangling's there for extra pyro application, but then we need constant Electro app, and Aether only gets that with his ult. And Chevrolet works best when Electro is already applied to an enemy. Meaning someone has to go away. Actually, no. I realized I realized a problem. I wasn't thinking about Bennett.
The campaign begins.
Hold up. I think this could work.
Illusion shattered. Drop your weapons.
Take this!
Okay, 12k. Not bad, not bad. And Raiden can also double as our battery too, if need be.
Let's light it up.
Lightning flash!
Overlord might be the way to go. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Now, granted, I'm not gonna use Raiden's ult because again, I don't want her to be the one that's carrying us here. I want Traveler to do the most damage, if possible. Again,
There is no escape.
it's very possible that he might get screwed over here, but okay. See, okay, that's already looking better. That's already looking better than the 9k from before. Already got to a good start. Ow.
Drop your weapons.
You can't skip the Master Sniper. We didn't apply power for it, but 23k, that's actually a new damage high for the skill, because that's usually what we do with our ult, so maybe this is the build the team was supposed to be running all along? Question mark?
Final warning.
Let's see, we shall see. Let's just wait. Okay. Hold on. 15K. I'm feeling pretty good about this team. I don't know. We already did a quarter of his health. We're mostly Traveler doing the damage with Overload, so I don't know. We're gonna use Raiden's ult just to get rid of these guys.
Now you shall perish.
140 even? Damn, even.
Adventure time.
She still does decent damage. What hit me? What? There we go. Raiden,
Hands where I can see.
Chevy,
Stop right there. Final wall, everybody.
Benjamin, Aether. There we go. So this is 25, 16K. Give me one cycle. Give me one cycle. Yes, we can. Perhaps I was too harsh on him. Perhaps I was the one with the skill issue. Perhaps I just didn't realize how busted he could be with the Overload. Perhaps I was just a fool. Was I not familiar with his game, perhaps? Because I'm so focused on actually doing the most damage, I didn't think about how to properly play him to get that damage. Because Pyro MC, in my opinion, from what I've done my testing, they shine best in melt teams if you run them as like a nuke or like a normal attack DPS with melt, with cryo constantly applied, with, for example, Lolly, Chongyun, All Field, you know, stuff like that. But Electro MC, I was always convinced that, oh, they're like a weaker Raiden. And I'm someone who's very biased toward the MC. If you've seen my channel, you should know I take priority over Aether over every other character. To preface this, let me just show you what's in my inventory. I have one of these, but I haven't used it yet. Now, I could easily put it on Farina, or Nuvilet, or Mulaney. Hell, I could even use it on Aquino if I wanted to. But I haven't. Because the only character that I'm ever going to level up to 100 and beyond is this boy right here. They've been my day one and that will never change. So perhaps I did treat them too harshly. Perhaps I was too hard on them. Perhaps I was the one with the skill issue and overestimating them. And underestimating them, correction, sorry. But there is one thing we gotta do to test this for sure. Just to make sure that it wasn't a fluke. There's one last thing we gotta do. And to be fair, this is also good training because when I do my solo travel in Azuma stuff, I gotta fight Raiden twice. So I gotta she's immune to Electro in that fight. So I gotta like be on my P's and Q's there, but that's for future me to deal with. Current me has to deal with Bao. Or, oh, so I'm sorry, Mikoto. Raiden's law is weird. Now, I don't know if she resists Electro completely, because I do know that she resists Electro while she's in this state. I don't know if she resists it like entirely. Let me explain. Scaramouche has Electro res of like 90, I think, in phase 1. So it's very, it's like very possible that she has the same properties, if not more. I mean, Overload seems to be the way to go. I don't know why I haven't been playing him as Overload. Maybe because Overload kind of scares me because I can get hit by it and then get set flying. So maybe that's probably why. But yeah, I think I might have been sleeping on Electro. I'm busy hating because he's not as strong. Obviously, I don't see them hitting like 100K. That's just not realistic. I mean, if I hit like 70K here, then also probably like because Animal MC's damage high was like 72K. So you know, I might get surprised today. All right, and we're gonna iframe that respectfully. Oh, Electro won't work here. Why am I trying to use Electro here? Iframe it, Raiden. That won't work. Why? You gotta ult back that fast? I mean, I get it. I forget they're a battery. That's my fault. Raiden's just here for emotional support. That's all she's here for. She's just here for the extra Electro application. That's it. Because Chevy works best when Electro's already applied. Because if you didn't know, a quick little, did you know? An extra 20% electro damage when we're healed. So we need to take some damage first and then heal. I think that's what I'm understanding, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, in any case, as long as we have a little HP loss, we'll be fine. So, here's what we're gonna do.
Is in my hands.
We're gonna take some damage, not too much. We're gonna take some damage, just to get the healing buff active. Okay. Now, Raiden has to be the first in the rotation in order for this to work, so we're gonna switch to her as soon as I can. Okay, you done? There we go.
There is no
Raiden,
hands where I can
Chevy,
drop your weapons. Final war.
Benny,
Going in.
Aether,
Take this.
50k. I don't expect a one cycle, but 30k. Hey, I'll take what I can get. It's still better than I thought it was gonna be. So honestly, maybe I was the a-hole for, you know, not taking them seriously. Maybe I was wrong about them. And if I was, you know what? I'm man enough to admit that. Now, I would to Scaramouche, but I don't think I have a way of allowing me to get past phase 2. So for my own sanity, as well as not wasting time, I'm not gonna bother trying that. At least not right now. I'll probably do it one day on stream, but as of today, that's not on the agenda. We need to get some energy though before this next damage test.
Stop right there.
Overload seems to be the way that... What hit me? I bet you guys know Overload and I got freaking smacked. I don't know by what, but I got smacked.
Final warning.
Lightning flash.
Almost 20k on the skill. Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps my last video I was just angry at myself because I didn't know how to properly play them. If that is the case, then you know what? I will admit that. Maybe I was wrong. I was wrong about Electro MC. There's still one more test. Again, I don't expect to one cycle, but if we somehow do, hey, I'll take it. I won't be mad at it. I will gladly accept any sort of extra damage I can take.
Shine down.
Raiden's only there for electro application. That's it. And for being the best battery in the game. Unless Razor took that from her too, because Razor's coming for a crown in like a day or two. You missed all of those, by the way. I was behind you.
There is no escape.
Okay, now comes the part where we gotta, like, you know,
Just
gonna- okay.
Shine down. Justice will
Okay,
prevail.
to stun him.
Drop your weapons. Teamwork is strength.
Bellowing thunder. Yeah.
We didn't get the cherry buff because we didn't heal. I forgot we had to take damage for the Chevy buff to be active. But still though, we did damage them, so you know that's good. Aether takes a little damage though, so let's damage him a little bit. Okay, he did take damage. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's not good he took damage, but it's good for that the buff is active.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Where is he? All right,
There is no
try this again.
You asked for it.
Chevy
Right there. Drop your weapon. I'm going in.
Thunder
and
blast.
Aether.
Lightning flash.
Nah, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, I think he got healed by Bennett. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this again, because I'm pretty sure he got healed by Bennett that time, not by Aether. Okay, let's try this again. We need energy first, so I think we should head to the nation that treated them the worst, honestly. I feel like story-wise, they didn't do much aside from being a lawyer, because like people say, Four Souls had it covered, but even so, I feel like we were just there because we had to be. For the most part, that's kind of how it felt like.
Shine down.
Because I feel like Nouvellette was doing more than the Traveler did in that arc, which
Let's
you know, nothing wrong with that. You know, side characters can take a role of, you know, the leading role sometimes, but it also came with the cost of making Aether look competent, and that's something I'm just not really vibing with personally. I like Fontaine's little story. I like the Fontaine story. It's my third favorite. It might end up being fourth if Nardcry continues to be, you know, as good as it is. But as it stands, Fontaine is my third favorite after Nyland and Sumeros. Nyland is my number one favorite because I love a good war story. Sumeru is just, I don't need to say much. Sumeru is just peak in almost every regard. Sumeru is just peak. Aside from the Act 2 and how long it kind of drags, like the looping stuff, which honestly, hot take, I actually kind of like the Samsara stuff, like the whole trying to solve the mystery of it. I actually did enjoy that. So I'm looking forward to doing that when I get to Sumeru. But again, that's future me to deal with. Current me has to focus on actually dealing damage to this guy. Now, we gotta take some damage here, so I don't want to take too much damage though. So I gotta be careful with how I go about this. See, like that. We can't take too much damage because then Bennett's circle will heal us. Which is what we don't want. We don't want, Bennett's circle can't heal us. We need Chevy's skill to heal us, not Bennett.
There is no escape.
Okay. Now, that should be good.
Torn to oblivion.
Okay. Now this. Chevy.
Justice will prevail.
Go.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
It's just my writing team, but also isn't. Almost 40k. And because I have two batteries on the team, the ults will come back much faster now. This is it's perfect. Look at that. Instantaneous for the next rotation. Almost instantly.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Let's just run it back one more time.
Illusion shattered. You asked for it. Drop your weapons. I'm going in.
Lightning flash.
Okay, you know what? I admit, I was wrong about Electro MC. I am sorry, Electro Ether. Maybe I treated you too harshly. Obviously, as a DPS, your scaling could be a little better, but I don't know, for what I've seen today, I'd argue that I was definitely, maybe I was a bit wrong about you. Maybe I treated you a bit too harshly. And you know what? That's okay. Our next hurdle, however, Hydro. Hydro is, I think it's an okay element for me, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it.